Are you ready to stop being just one of the crowd at work and ready to start being the one at work? If so, then stay tuned. Are you going to work day after day, doing everything that's asked of you, and then some, and still you feel like you and all the work that you do is invisible, especially to the people that matter? Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to share with you today 3 tips that will help you truly stand out and make it impossible for your boss to ever go without noticing you again. And the first of these tips is to be you, to bring some of yourself to work, and don't be afraid to do that. So if you have, a fun sense of humor or a weird or interesting hobby or, just something interesting or fascinating to you, about you and your personal life, then don't be afraid to share that. Within reason, don't be afraid to share that. Because let's face it, corporate can be boring at times. Quiet as it's kept, corporate can be boring. And so if you are someone that's interesting, you have something, that brings light and levity to the office, then you are going to be someone that people want to have around. And that is going to play huge for you, especially in times, when things are fiscally tight and decisions are being made about who, stays around and who goes, and when project teams are being formed and when promotions are up for grabs. So be you, bring yourself to work. A second tip is to be live. And by that, what I mean is communicate in person as much as you can. Now, in this day of Outlook and Jabber, it's very easy to, get your point across in your workplace communications without actually having to be face to face with a person. Even these days, if you're using WebEx, you can turn off the video, so you don't have to be face to face. But being face-to-face allows you to connect. It allows you to make true and genuine connection and really communicate in a meaningful way. It allows you to assess body language. It allows you to seem more personable than people who are communicating over email, where sometimes the tone can be off or the tone can be misinterpreted. And it just allows you to seem more like a team player, someone more interested in engaging in the group, engaging with your boss, engaging with other team members. And so while I know it's easier at times to, just shoot off that email or, do a Jabber message or whatever it is so you can stay at your desk and keep working, communicating in person allows you to stand out because, first of all, it's not something a lot of people are doing much of these days. And second of all, again, it just allows you to seem more personable, more engaged, more like a team player. And that's what you want to be seen as in the office. And the third thing I want to really encourage you to do, the third thing that will make a huge difference in you standing out at work, is to be a connector. So what do I mean by that? You know how it feels when someone introduces you or has introduced you in the past to a key player. It feels like, you've been tapped finally to come off the bench and to get into the big game, right? It makes you feel valued and it makes you feel that they have your best interest in your career at heart. So when you have the opportunity to do that for someone else, be it a peer or a mentor or even your boss, you should do it. Doing this helps the people in your networks develop strategic relationships that they may not otherwise have been able to make. And that helps them, which in turn helps you. It actually helps you a lot because you begin to be seen as the team player, the person who truly cares about your boss or your mentors, your peers, your organization, and about developing the strengths that help the organization to grow. And as those other relationships grow, The people who were involved, the people that you connected, will be extremely grateful to you, and that will benefit you. When opportunities arise, they will look for those times to repay the favor to you and to give you back what you gave to them, which often can be much more than what you gave to them. So the fact that you shared your network shows that you care about your boss, you care about your company, you care about your organizational culture. And in that way, you will stand out as a rare gem. And you'll always be top of mind for key opportunities when they arise. So doing these 3 things will make a huge difference in how you stand out in your organization, how you are seen by your boss and other key players, and ultimately how quickly you get to advance your career. So doing any or all of these tips will go a long way to elevate you above your peers and to make you stand out as the superstar you are. And that's what you're going for, right? Now, note that I didn't say that one of the ways that you stand out at work is to do great work. Great work, I hope you know, it's the price of admission, right? It's the baseline. In this high-level corporate environment, you doing great work is obviously necessary, but it's also so very expected that you'd have to do something pretty super awesome, phenomenal above just great work in order to have that be one of the things that make you stand out. In this video, we covered 3 key tips to help you to stand out at work so that you can become that go-to person when key opportunities arise or when that next leadership or promotion opportunity rolls around. But if you'd like to take an even deeper dive into how you can have not only the career but the life you love, then I invite you to check out my training, my free training, 4 Keys to Finally Have the Salary, Promotion, and Work Fulfillment You Deserve. And if you liked this video, then I invite you to like, comment, and subscribe.